So, guys, I'm going to speak about something that not a lot of people think when they are in the industry already, right? So, um, this is very specific to people who are already in the industry, but also kind of related to beginners. But if you are a beginner, you can keep watching. But a lot of the times when you get in the field and you've been doing something for a while, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, you become very confident in what you do. Obviously, that's the first thing. You can spin solutions really quickly. You can come up with ideas that nobody else can. But there is one thing that goes missing as you go into the field deeper and deeper. You don't like being vulnerable anymore. That's it. That's it again. You don't like being vulnerable anymore. You might sit in a meeting, and your ego will be here, literally here. This is because you've been doing it for a while, and I understand that. Um, there's nothing wrong with that. You have the right to be confident, but sometimes it's not just confident, but the ego comes into it as well. You There comes a point where you wouldn't be very happy accepting someone else's solution. You wouldn't be happy trying something else, right? You no longer appreciate reading the docs. These sort of things. This is all because you have too much confidence and ego, and you've been doing this for a while. Okay, so this is what actually happens to people who are in the industry for a while. They stop. They don't appreciate being vulnerable anymore like they did in the beginning. In the beginning, when they started off, they would ask anyone any questions. They wouldn't care about their ego or someone would embarrass them. None of that. But as they gain more experience, or as you get more experience, if you're an experienced developer, you don't like being vulnerable. You don't like opening up. You don't like saying, "Oh, I don't like that." You don't like saying, "Oh, I do need to read the documentation once more." See these sort of things, and what this does, um, this kind of build walls around you, and it stop you from progressing further. You'll get better at what you do, but you will not do anything else beside that. And in life, we do need, the more we know, the better. Obviously, you need to specialize in something, but generally, the more we know is better for you. So for example, so here's the thing that I recommend for people who are in this position. They don't like being vulnerable. They don't like trying new things. But I will say that you have to try new things. So for example, um, build a software you never built before. Build a trading platform, right? Build a CRM or something like that. Hack together a language and see how far can you go. Write code in a way that's not recommended. Or you can learn a traditional programming language. So if you work with PHP, you might learn C, okay? Or um, you might have built something in PHP. You can build the same solution in Python to see how it works there, right? You can separate your architecture. You can keep the front end in a separate place and the back end in a separate place, maybe powered by Python or something like that. So these are all the things that will make you appreciate. It'll make you a better developer. And obviously, this whole thing is about being vulnerable. If you are vulnerable, you will try new things. It's like, for example, just the other day I read the documentation, and it's crazy how much I have not read. Like I have not read, like on PHP. I haven't read any part of the documentation. It feels that way, because I would just open. Let me just look at it. What this function and how that. I went down, read the comments, um, and there is a lot of things I didn't know, and it goes for everyone. If you, as long as you're vulnerable and you're willing to try new things, you will make progress like crazy. Trust me. Just a small piece of advice. I hope it helps. This is especially for people who have experienced, they built the egos and all that. It's not good for you. Yeah, best of luck.